Hello everyone and welcome back to Law Statistics. Today's presentation is based on the topic void agreements under law of contract. Introduction part. Every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration for each other is an agreement. An agreement not enforceable by law is said to be void. Unlawful agreements are those which are discountenanced by law. They may be illegal, immoral, opposed to public policy. An illegal contract, while resembling the void contract in that it also has no legal effect as between the immediate parties, has this further effect that even transactions collateral to it become standard with illegality and are therefore in certain circumstances not enforceable. Meaning of void agreement. There are some agreements which have been declared void by Contract Act of 1872. Even if such agreements satisfy the conditions of valid agreement, they are not enforceable. The agreements which have been declared void by the Contract Act 1872 are as follows. Agreement of which the consideration or the object is not lawful under section 23 and 24, agreement without consideration under section 25, agreement in restraint of marriage, agreement in restraint of trade, agreement in restraint of legal proceedings, agreement which is ambiguous and uncertain under section 29, agreement by way of waiver, agreement to do an impossible act under section 56. Provisions. Section 23. What consideration and objects are lawful and what not. The consideration or object of an agreement is lawful unless it is forbidden by law or is of such a nature that if permitted it would defeat the provisions of any law, or is fraudulent, or involves or implies injury to the person or property of another. The court regards it as immoral or opposed to public policy. In each of these cases, the consideration or object of an agreement is said to be unlawful. Every agreement of which the object or consideration is unlawful is void. Section 25, Clause 2. It is a promise to compensate wholly or in a part a person who has already voluntarily done something for the promiser or something which the promiser was legally compellable to do, or unless it is a promise made in writing and signed by a person to be charged therewith or by his agent generally or specially authorized in that behalf to pay wholly or in part a debt of which the creditor might have enforced payment but for the law for the limitation of suits. In any of these cases, such an agreement is a contract. Explanation 1. Nothing in this section shall affect the validity as between the donor and donee of any gift actually made. Explanation 2. An agreement to which the consent of the promisor is freely given is not void merely because the consideration is inadequate. Section 26. Agreement in restraint of marriage void. Every agreement in restraint of marriage of any person other than the minor is void. The law regards marriage and marriage status as the ordinary right of every individual, and so every agreement of which the object is to restrain a person from marrying is void. Agreements tending to interfere with the institution of marriage are opposed to public policy, and such agreements are unenforceable. In the case of Loy vs. Peer, the husband contended that other than the plaintiff, if he marries to a lady, he would give her £1,000 within 3 months of his marriage, but it was held that such an agreement is void. Section 27. Agreement in restraint of trade void. Every agreement by which any one is restrained from exercising a lawful profession, trade, or business of any kind is to that extent void. Explanation 1. Saving of agreement not to carry on business of which goods will is sold. One who sells the goodwill of a business may agree with the buyer to refrain from carrying on a similar business within specified local limits so long as the buyer or any other person deriving title to the goodwill from him carries on a like business therein, provided that such limits appear to the court reasonable regards being had to the nature of the business. The Constitution of India protects the freedom of trade in its Article 301, which provides, subject to the other provisions of this part, trade, commerce, intercourse throughout the territory of India shall be free. Though every citizen has his liberty to do trade, he is not supposed to exploit others. Hence, the term of trade which are against the public policy are void. If such restrictions are imposed in any agreement, it becomes agreement in restraint of trade and is void. Hence, Section 27 of the Contract Act states that agreement in restraint of trade is void. Even in the case of firm Daulat Ram versus firm Dharamchand, the restraint was held to be valid as in a partnership two similar business owners came to an agreement that only one of their factories would work at a time and the profit will be shared between them. Section 28. Agreement in restraint of legal proceedings void. By way any party thereto is restricted absolutely from enforcing his rights under or in respect of any contract by the usual legal proceedings in the ordinary tribunals, or which limits the time within which he may thus enforce his rights, or which extinguishes the rights of any party thereto or discharges any party thereto from any liability under or in respect of any contract on the expiry of a specified period so as to restrict any party from enforcing his rights. Section 28 of the Contract Act applies only to rights arising from a contract. It does not apply to the cases of civil or criminal wrongs or torts. It does not prevent the parties to a contract from selection one of the two courts which are equally competent to try the suit, therefore. Section 29. Agreements void for uncertainty. Agreements the meaning of which is not certain or capable of being made certain are void. An agreement is not certain either because its terms are ambiguous or vague, or because it is incomplete, and such agreements of uncertainty are void. Section 29 of the Contract Act provides that the meaning of an agreement shall be clear on the face of it. Under Section 29 also of the Contract Act, a contract is not void if the terms are capable of being made certain. Moving ahead, Section 30. Agreement by way of vague or void. Agreements by way of vague are void, and no suit shall be brought for recovering anything alleged to be won on any wager, or entrusted to any person to abide the result of any game or other uncertain event on which any wager is made. Case law Carlyle vs. Carbolic Smoke Ball Company, a very famous case. Section 56. Agreement to do impossible act. An agreement to do an impossible act in itself is void. Illustrations. A. Agrees with B to discover treasure by magic. The agreement is hereby void. Lastly, the conclusion. It is concluded that void agreements are the agreement which has no legal effects as it is not enforceable by law, or in other words we can say that agreement which does not satisfy the essential elements of contract is void. For example, the agreement which is made by a minor, an agreement which is made without consideration, also the agreement which is made against the public policy are therefore held to be void. That's all for today's presentation. Thank you and have a great day ahead.